What's up, y'all? This is Vlog 82, Raw and Uncut. And we talking about don't be afraid to start over no matter how much time has passed. So therefore, don't be afraid to start over or start something new, or after separating from somebody or situation, person, place, or thing. Don't be afraid to start over and rebuild whatever it is that you've been trying to build, or whatever it is that you wanted to build. Now that maybe whatever it is before is over, or just rebranding. Just simple as, to tell you the truth, we're going to be rebranding and starting. Really, we already started now, but as in the next new year that's coming right around the corner.
Yep.
We're going to rebrand and start over. We're not going to be the same old group name that people knew us once as, or was or as, whichever one. But my whole point is, there's nothing wrong with starting over and rebuilding. New name, new brand, or either new situation, no matter what it is. I'm just using us as an example, but it's something that we're going to do.
Yep. There's nothing wrong with starting over. With anything, if it's just the necessary change you have to do to restart it, then so be it. You look at it as like a clean slate. You're a clean slate all over again. So it's like how you first started something before, but when certain things in life runs its course or whatever, you gotta start over. A lot of people was afraid to or don't like to, but it's like that's in life and even relationship. You gotta start over. You broke up with this person or that person, you gotta start over. I know it's especially nowadays with dating and relationships, it's so difficult, so much in this world now, and you don't want to start over, but you have to, because you're breaking up or you wasn't in a good relationship or whatever happened. But sometimes you have to do that, even if it takes a little time. It's only necessary for you to do it, especially you in certain positions where you want to, like I said, a clean slate or something. So sometimes you gotta restart and start fresh. It's necessary.
Sometimes it's best to, like you're saying, it's best to start over, because sometimes whatever it is may have ran its course, and maybe it wasn't working as much no more, or maybe it's not as appealing, or maybe it's not as strong as whatever it is, or whatever it is that you were working on. Maybe it wasn't as strong as it once was.
Yep.
Or maybe you gotta change something up, or maybe you gotta get into a different situation, or maybe you gotta make a turn, do a slight 180. Not a 360, but a 180, so that way you can, climb the ladder and get to where you're trying to get, no matter what it is. Or like you said, in a relationship, sometimes it's best just to start over, so that way you can get to those better goals and whatever it is that you want, or what you're striving for. It can be any situation. It could just be living in a better place, starting over, maybe having to go stay with somebody else, so that way you can get a better place, put yourself in a better position to get a better place. Sometimes taking that step back, 2 steps back to get 5 steps forward, and so on and so forth.
Yep, and a lot of people don't like doing that, but it's, like I said, it's necessary to do it, even like you were saying with relationships, even relationship with business. You gotta start over, it's like, basically like, say if it's a freaking company or something, they got let go of a certain amount of people. They got wipe out almost their whole department, or whole, whatever it is, to start off fresh with some new people. And sometimes you have to do that. And sometimes it's messed up how certain companies do it, but over time, you got to start over, start fresh. It's always, it's like recycling. Sometimes it's like recycling. You gotta start fresh so you can move forward, And I know a lot of people don't like doing that because they feel like, oh man, I gotta go out and do this again or do that again, or even trying to get a job, like, oh man, I gotta get back, I gotta type in a whole resume again, to find a new job, or whatever. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, and it'd probably be the best for you to start. That's what happened to me when I left the dealership. I left car dealership I was working at in August 19th. I start, basically it's a fresh start, restart into something new, what I'm doing now, and sometimes you gotta make them necessary changes. Now I work for myself, just like he does. And sometimes you gotta take those steps. It might take time or whatever, the transition or getting used to what is necessary. Trust me, especially if you're trying to better your life.
And like you said, simple as that. Sometimes don't be afraid to, start over. No matter what outsiders say or what people say or whatever, because people always want to have something to say regardless. So, that's starting over. So that way you feel like if you feel like you should start over and whatever it is, just start over. So that way you can get way more further than you ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Exactly.
That's blog 82, Ron Uncutt. Don't be afraid to start over, no matter how much time passed.
Yep. Just keep it moving.